When we bought our house, we were still paying off $78,000 of student loan debt. So in order to fill our rooms without draining our bank account, we had to get creative. Here are 4 easy ways to find free furniture that we learned then that we still use today. Welcome to Modern Frugality. My name is Jen. I'm a personal finance writer and frugality lover, here to help you spend less, earn more, and figure out what to do with the rest. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for watching. Click that little thumbs up button if this is something you want to see more of, if you like learning how to find free stuff. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if this is something you want more of as well. So when we bought our 3-bedroom house, we were not planning on buying a house. We were getting kicked out of our rental while we were paying off debt, and we were near the end, so we actually didn't want to sign another lease. So we made the unpopular decision to buy a home while we were paying off debt. But we were still committed to paying off our debt fast. And we were actually able to pay it off 6 months after we moved into the house, even after our down payment and putting furniture in our new home. And we weren't looking to go extravagant and really gussy up our house. We just needed a table to sit at and some chairs to sit on. So we needed free. And that's how we learned how to find free stuff. And it's stuff we still use today. We have upgraded some of these things, but you would be surprised the good quality stuff you can find for free. So I'm going to share with you 4 ways that we get free furniture that you can use and what we do with our free furniture that we find today. And if you've ever found anything cool for free in any of the things I mentioned today, leave a comment and let me know what you found, because I love hearing people's free stuff stories. The first way that we find most of our stuff for free is Facebook. So I love Facebook for all of the things that you can buy on it. But the biggest thing that I use Facebook for is our local Buy Nothing group. If you're not familiar with the Buy Nothing project, it is a community of local Facebook groups, usually on Facebook, but they are hyper-local groups where people promote a sharing economy. So instead of clearing out your closet and giving everything to Goodwill, you would post something in your Buy Nothing group first, and usually it's facilitated by porch pickups, so you don't have to go out of your way to meet people or whatnot. And the same thing, if you need something, instead of going to Walmart first, then you post in your Buy Nothing group, hey, I need this thing. Does anybody have one they want to get rid of? So that is kind of how Buy Nothing group works. They all are a smidge different, but they try to be as uniform as possible so people kind of know what they're getting into. Kai just started walking and he is everywhere. So instead of just going out and buying a baby gate, what I did first was I just posted in there, hey, does anyone have one that they want to get rid of? And somebody came back and they did. And we were able to pick that up from their house for free. It doesn't always work, but it does work with a lot of smaller things that people tend to get rid of more often. And I'm also finding Facebook Marketplace has a lot of free things. There will be maybe a yard sale on a weekend, and then on Sunday afternoon, you can find free listings for people's garage sale leftovers. You can also filter in Facebook Marketplace to see furniture only, so you can see if anybody's posting any free stuff that way too. And if you're not in a rush, you can set up a notification in Marketplace for free dresser or free whatever. And anytime those words pop up together, you will get a notification from Facebook. And the last way I use Facebook to get free furniture is exchange groups. So this has been vital since I gave birth in finding baby furniture. Mom groups do a lot of swaps. And you can find a lot of clothing swaps. Those are pretty common, but especially for baby and kid stuff, because those, they grow out of furniture so quickly. So if you have a mom group that does a swap, you can set up a furniture swap, or maybe ask if they're hosting a swap, if anybody's got a piece of furniture that you're looking for, then maybe they can bring it to the swap and you can get it there. So those are the 3 ways I like to use Facebook. Buy Nothing group, first and foremost. If you don't have one of those in your area, then local swap shops or local mom swaps, stuff like that. And then lastly, Marketplace. The second way that I have gotten a lot of free furniture is the Nextdoor app. So the Nextdoor app is a way for neighborhoods to kind of be aware about what's going on in the neighborhood. I've seen block parties facilitated through them, and it's just a way for neighbors to stay connected. But I found that it's also a place where people will post, hey, I have this thing I'm trying to get rid of, or I've put this thing in the alley. If you get it before the trash man comes, good for you. So stuff like that. We have gotten a washer and dryer for like $50. It was really, we were getting the dryer for $50. And then there was the washer, and he's like, hey, do you just want this for free? I was just gonna get rid of this. So stuff like that. It's also a place where people will post yard sales. So on Sunday afternoon, you can message someone and see if they have any leftovers from the yard sale, or they might post their leftovers from the yard sale. So that's another way you can find free things before they make their way to the thrift store. The one downside with Nextdoor is you can't jump from neighborhood to neighborhood. You're confined to just your neighborhood. So if your neighborhood isn't very active in the app, then you may have a tough time using it. But if it is, then you can really get a lot out of it. Third is OfferUp. OfferUp has kind of been declining in the past several years as Facebook Marketplace becomes more popular, but it is still a place where you can find some free things, exactly like Marketplace does it. So there'll either be post-yard sale pre-donations, or just somebody trying to get rid of something for free. Or if you're using OfferUp or any other selling app, a pro tip is to look at the thing that you want to buy and see if the seller has anything else that they're selling. And maybe if you want it, you can see if you can negotiate it in there for free, or maybe for a reduced price. Fourth is Letgo. So Letgo is an app. It does have a free section, and it's definitely my least favorite on the list. Just as Facebook Marketplace gets more and more popular, fewer people are using Letgo and OfferUp, but it's still worth checking if you are looking for free furniture. Again, you can look at stuff that's on there. You can see if people are selling multiple things, negotiate deals, trying to get things for free, and then also yard sales. When somebody posts a yard sale, they'll post it everywhere because they really want their stuff sold. So it's still a good app to be using. And then there's also Craigslist, which gets an honorable mention. People actually still use the free section of Craigslist. So because these things are maybe less frequented, you sometimes will luck out where somebody will post there first. And if you get to it early on, you can get to it before maybe they post it on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace or what have you. If you guys know of any other places to get free furniture, definitely leave it for me in the comments. And if you have any cool stories that are not horror stories, then share those in the comments as well. We have gotten so many free things from these apps, and we still continue to do so. And the things that we find by dumpsters and in alleys, stuff like that, Travis actually now resells free things and makes a profit from them. We don't do this with things we get in our Buy Nothing group because that's against the rules, But random things that we find in other apps, or we get alley alerts, then we definitely, he will try and sell those. So even if you don't need free furniture, if you have the time and maybe that's a side hustle you want to start, then it's still cool to look for them and try that out. And again, if you love finding free stuff, then definitely check out some of my other videos on how to find free stuff. It's not all the best, but it's free. So, and sometimes you do find really cool things.